Hello, good morning, good days, and good vibes. My name is Shay. This is 10 Minutes of Astrology. Today we are going to be talking about Mars in Aquarius. Some weird actions, some weird stuff happening because Aquarius is the weird one in the zodiac. The water bearer, so it is not a water sign. What it does is it holds all the emotions of all the other signs in their head. So that way they can make the bigger, broader world a better place. They're definitely, I would say, out of the box thinkers, but they threw away the box and now they're using a triangle to clang on in water skis. So let's get started. We start it by entering in December of 2029, and this goes a minute without hitting on any of the planets we already talked about. So remember to check all of my housekeeping in the comments, but I only discuss planets that I've already discussed in previous videos, so I don't talk about anything else but that until I get to that. So when Pluto and Mars come conjunct in Aquarius, as shown in the thumbnail, this is between 8 and 9 degrees. Well, what does that mean? A conjunction means a coming together, so they're at the same spot at the same time. Pluto is about sex, death, transformation, and reincarnation. In Aquarius, it is the weird. It is the big, broader social stuff, and Mars, of course, is action, more oriented, goal, work ethic, stuff like that. So these coming together is a positive thing. Most of the time, I do view conjunctions positively because it means they're on the same page, even if it's the weirdest page in a book we're not even reading. Then we also, at the same 8 degrees, we have a sextile to Neptune in Aries. Neptune is the spirituality, the ethereal, the things that you can't quite grasp. It's water stuff. In Aries, it's war. It is head first. Don't think about it, just do it. So when it comes to your spirituality, sextiling, that term means positive, basically, in the simplest form. It is positively affecting the broader world, our broader actions, and the transformation of this society and this collective. So, on a spiritual note, where it is so valuable that we pursue the things that we're passionate about and the things that we seek to change and to better ourselves and to better our community, this is very good vibes. We have a square to Chiron in Taurus. And so Chiron is about healing. It's not only healing in yourself, it's healing outside of yourself. So the main term that I use is healing in others, that which you cannot heal in yourself. Here it is in Taurus. Taurus is the home, it is values, it is comforts, and it is basically the staying put, the biggest voice in the room. And that is square. So whatever is happening does affect our home, our values, our lives, especially on this day in some big, major, conflicting way. And now Neptune and Chiron are semi-sextile here. That means that Neptune in Aries has something to learn from Chiron in Taurus. Well, Chiron in Taurus is trying to heal the home and, or help other people heal their homes, because I believe that we've already done the self-work and now we're doing like our immediate surrounding environmental work. And that is teaching Neptune and Aries that if you want to continue having this direct connection to the greater power, to the greater source, to the greater creator, then a clean home is a happy home, is a clean mind. So that way you can process and think about your spirituality. Because if your home is a wreck, if your home is in a disaster, you don't have the mental clarity enough to think about your spirituality. So you have to get your immediate surroundings together to be clean and organized in order to have that deeper spiritual connection. And along these lines, we also have the moon that I posted here that is going to as well be making, which the moon is always making some sort of alignment somewhere, but specifically in this alignment, it is in Leo at the 8-degree mark at this moment that I'm talking about. I think specifically the thumbnail that I have. And the moon being in Leo, I have a moon in Leo. So it is thinking and leading with your heart and your pride and just your essence to make things grander and bigger and better. And it is giving whole heart. And it is a very strong, powerful moment. Now, the moon will square Chiron and trine Neptune. It's going to be opposite Pluto and Mars in this moment. I'm not going to go too much more into detail than that because the moon moves so quickly, so you'll only feel this briefly anyway. Then we have in January, so now we're in 2030. In January, we have a trine to Uranus in Gemini at 15 degrees. So, as I've been talking about, Uranus in Gemini is random chaos in every direction with electrical stuff and creativity and the wild out party, everything in all directions. This is trine Mars, which is, it's actively electrifying. So trines are very positive alignments as well. This is very, even though it seems like everything is going in every direction, the trine to Aquarius is like, well, we're wild and crazy too. And Uranus is the ruled by Aquarius. That is its ruler. So to Aquarius especially, this chaos is normal. This chaos is fun. Bring it. Like, let it all just go all over the place, because why not? And so we view that positively, which is great. I'm glad we can do that. On the 6th of January, we have a square to Saturn in Taurus at 18 degrees. Saturn is the right thing to do. It is father time, wisdom. It is basically bearing down. In Taurus, Saturn in Taurus does not move. It is immovable. It is, this is the right thing. This is what we're doing. This is my values. This is, why are you trying to change me? Why are we trying to move? I'm not moving. So this is square Mars and Aquarius, which is actively very mental and trying to think of more creative ways to do things. Aquarius is always be careful what you wish for, because they enjoy change because they want to make things better. However, in doing that, they may change it to make things worse, and then they'll change it back, and then they'll change it again. Saturn isn't like all that. Saturn is not up for all of that. Saturn is not having a good time with all this crazy chaos. So no. and Mars in Aquarius is perturbed that this right is so immovable, because what do you mean you can't change? Like, you should be, so Saturn and Taurus should be more flexible. Mars and Aquarius should be more mindful of the people who are inflexible and it's not that Aquariuses don't have compassion. I don't think that they step into the shoes of the other person that's having the hard time adjusting. So just know that these people are going through an adjustment period, and to give them a little more space, and people with more Taurus energy are going to have to learn to be more flexible and to be a little more movable, and don't just stomp run into everybody else just because you can't handle a little bit of change. Change is happening, accept it. Then we have a square to Jupiter in Scorpio at 21 degrees. So Jupiter is big expansion and luck. In Scorpio, it is deep, dark. Now, remember, I'm a bit of a biased astrologer, so you're getting my opinion. Jupiter doesn't, especially in Scorpio, doesn't talk a whole lot, reading the room, just trying to vibe check and be on alert in all directions, and is very lucky with keeping under the radar. This is square the Mars action in Aquarius for the collective and for creativity. And so you not discussing things, well, they don't know what to do with that. And their actions and their mental and their every craziness that they're doing, which to all the other signs it can be craziness, but to Aquarius it's like there's a method to the madness. That is square each other because you're not communicating, but you're also acting in ways that Jupiter and Scorpio is not comfortable with. So that is a clash. And again, in this scenario, we have to find, the Aquarius has to find a way to tone back, and Scorpio has to find a way to be a little more open. And I know that's really scary for Scorpios. What do you mean open up? I don't trust a soul in this world. I can't open up to a soul. And, you know, I have to, it has to expand within. I can't let it come out. And you're going to have to trust this process. It's a crazy process. There is a method to the madness. And when you expel yeah, there might be consequences, but the truth shall set you free, because Jupiter will be going into Sagittarius where the truth will come out. So hiding all these deep, dark demons, eventually it's going to be found out anyway. You can fess up to it now, go ahead and face your consequences, or wait where you're going to get more of God's spankings. Then Mars goes into Pisces the 21st of January 2030 approximately. Thank you so much for watching. Please press all the buttons. Have a beautiful day. Peace out, fam. Much love.